Ons kyk in hierdie les na ons kort transaksionele tekste en ons gaan 3 verskillendes behandel. Ons begin eers met 'n dagboekinskrywing. 'n Dagboekinskrywing, 'n diary entry. Dit is aantekeninge van persoonlike ervarings. So this is a very personal piece of writing. Right, personal experiences. Die taal en styl is informeel, informal, maar onthou geen slangwoorde of SMS taal nie. Baie belangrik. Jy skryf jou gevoelens en jou gedagtes. So you focus when you write on emotions and thoughts, just like you would write in your own diary. Die formaat moet jy die dag en die datum skryf. So jy gaan byvoorbeeld skryf Maandag 9 April en dan gaan jy 'n lyn ooplaat en dan begin jy hierdie kant skryf ek het vandag. You do not have to start your diary entry with Liewe Dagboek. It's not necessary to write Liewe Dagboek at the top, as long as you have a day and a date at the top. And then also be aware of what they ask you. If you are asked to write 2 different diary entries, make sure whether these days follow on each other or if it's a week apart or a month apart, so that you can adjust your dates according to exactly what the question asks of you. Right. Goed. Skryf in paragrawe, so you can have short little paragraphs where you are writing and skip a line in between. Jy kan leestekens gebruik. So you can functionally use punctuation. For example, you can use 3 exclamation marks to express a point. Or you can use 2 or 3 question marks. Or you can use the ellipse, the ... Right, so things like this you can use to make the functionality of your diary entry so much higher. And then, like I mentioned, if they ask you to write 2 different diary entries that has to be on 2 different days, just make sure that you use the correct dates, that you adjust your dates to correlate with the topic that they give you. Right, dit is dan ons dagboek inskrywing, our diary entry. Reg. Die volgende een wat ons kry is 'n kort teksboodskap. En dit kan formeel of informeel wees. Nou 'n kort teksboodskap is 'n boodskap wat gestuur word deur middel van jou selfoon of jou rekenaar. Dit is met ander woorde 'n SMS of 'n WhatsApp boodskap of 'n Messenger boodskap of iets op Facebook of op Instagram. And now we have to be very careful because when we type, we use these short little slang and SMS language words. You cannot write like that. So your language is going to be informal and you can shorten your words, but you can't use the SMS language. For example, instead of writing daar is, you're allowed to write daars. Can you see how you shortened that word? But you are not allowed to write daar, right? This is not allowed. That would be wrong because that counts as a slang word. Right. So 'n kort teksboodskap word as een paragraaf geskryf. Only one paragraph. Jy begin jou boodskap deur eers te groet. So jy gaan altyd eers groet. Dan gaan jy die tyd aandui regs aan die onderkant. Hier gaan jy die tyd aandui. En hier is 'n voorbeeld. Groet eerste, goeiemôre Nelly. Ek hoop om 2 uur, kan jy sien ons het hom kort geskryf, te vertrek sodat ek teen 6 uur my bestemming kan bereik. You still put a full stop and you still start with a capital letter. Ek wil nie jaag nie, hoop die verkeer is nie te besig nie. Moenie vergeet om inkopies te doen nie, ek sal nie daarvoor tyd kry nie, ek bring vir julle 'n verrassing saam, sien jou binnekort. And then at the bottom right hand side, that is where you're going to put your time, and then it looks like a short message on your phone. Right? So this is basically the format, very easy, very straightforward. Just remember, no slang. Right. Never. It is never allowed. Reg. Dan die laaste 2 waarna ons hier gaan kyk, is baie dieselfde. Die eerste een is instruksies of wenke. So we have instructions or tips. Reg. Dit verduidelik hoe iets gebruik word. This explains to us how something works or how it can be used. So when we give instructions, we are going to use bevelsinne. Right, commands. So ons begin elke sin met die werkwoord of ons begin met jy moet. So that's the one of 2 ways that you are going to start your sentence, either with a verb or with jy moet. Jy gaan in die teenwoordige tyd skryf, present tense. Jy moet in die regte volgorde skryf. When you are giving instructions, you can't give it in the incorrect order. Your order has to be correct. En jy gaan dit puntsgewys skryf. So jy gaan skryf 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. It's usually roughly about 7 that they ask you to write. But please make sure that you read your question properly so that you know how many instructions they are asking you to give. And you are going to write them in point form always. Reg. The one that goes hand in hand with instructions is rigtingaanwysings. And this is giving someone directions. Goed. Dit is om te verduidelik aan iemand hoe om by 'n plek te kom. To explain to someone how to get to a certain place. Weereens gaan ons bevelsinne gebruik, wat beteken ons begin met die werkwoord. Soos ons sal byvoorbeeld, as jy instruksies gee of aanwysings gee om te loop, of om te ry, reg? Of jy gaan begin met jy moet. Altyd. Werkwoord of jy moet. Weereens in die regte volgorde. So in this case, they might give you a little map and ask you how to get from point A to point B. And you then have to follow the directions and the landmarks and tell them how to get from point A to point B. Jy gaan dit weer eens puntsgewys doen, onder mekaar, 1, 2, 3, etc. En onthou om die regte woordeskat te gebruik. En hierdie woordeskat moet julle asseblief gaan leer. Also have a look in your handbook and study guide for correct vocabulary as far as this is concerned. Draai regs, turn right, of draai links, turn left. Aan die linkerkant, on the left hand side, of aan die regterkant, on the right hand side. Stap of ry reguit aan. Walk or drive straight. Dan is 'n stopstraat obviously 'n stop street. 'n Verkeerslig is 'n traffic light. Die poskantoor is the post office. Polisiestasie is the police station. School is the school. Hospitaal is the hospital. En 'n winkelsentrum is a shopping center or a mall. And these are just some of the words that you might use when you are giving someone directions to go from one point to another, and these will be shown on the map that is given to you. When you do these short transactional texts, please make sure that you read your questions properly and that you use the correct format so that you don't lose unnecessary marks on that. All the best.